Revenge films.
Mom left me when I was in 5th grade. It was just me, my brother, and my dad for a few years. When my mom left us, she took all the money we had. All she left us was a note. My brother is no longer with us. He was 2 years older than me. He had a heart condition. The thing is, we were saving up for my brother's surgery, but my mother took that too when she left. My mother was a terrible person, but her parents were worse. After Mom left, they came over and yelled at us. And knowing that my brother needed the surgery if he wanted to live past 20, they said, "All you do is spend money. You're useless." After Mom left, everything changed. My dad worked 2 jobs for many years, saving up for my brother's surgery. My mom had a job too, but she was cheating on my dad, saying that she had to work overtime. Before running away, she lied to my dad and said that she wanted to start a business. She took out a huge loan and my dad was the joint guarantor. "Once my business takes off, you won't have to work 2 jobs. I care about you," she said. He had no idea that the money was actually for her boyfriend. Now we were broken in debt. Plus, we needed money for my brother's surgery. He did everything he could to provide for us. He begged his relatives for money for my brother's surgery, but he also had to pay interest on the loan. We were always broke. But he did meet someone, our mom. He got remarried. She was really nice. She didn't care about the debt or my brother's illness. I'm so grateful for her. Even when Dad had a stroke, Mom stood by his side. Things were tough, but she said, "You gotta graduate high school." She worked 2 jobs and got us through high school. Thanks to her, Dad was able to come home too. He was still partially paralyzed, but they seemed really happy together. They didn't have any kids of their own, but they were really good to us. She treated us like we were her real kids. Unfortunately, my brother passed away before turning 30, thanks to my asshole of a mom. But our new mom loved him very much. He went in peace. We were devastated too, but she stood by us. When I got older, I got married. The 4 of us lived together. Life was pretty peaceful for a while, but one day, I got a call from my ex-mom. What the hell does she want after all these years? But I was curious about what she was going to say to me, so I picked up. She kept saying, "Please forgive me," over and over again like some washed-up actress. But after talking to her for a while, I realized she was after one of my kidneys. Good riddance, I thought. She basically killed my brother. Now she needed a kidney to live. She went on and on about how much she needed me, but I felt nothing. She was dead to me. But then I started to get angry. Everything I've been bottling up inside for 20 years exploded inside. But I kept a cool head. I asked her a bunch of questions to learn more about her situation. She already broke up with her first boyfriend, the one she was seeing when she left us, and now she was married to some other guy. She also had a stepson. After talking to her, I asked her if I could see them. I pretended to care, so she said yes. We all met at a coffee shop. The husband knew nothing about me or what had happened. His son was in junior high. Turns out that all of them thought I'd agreed to give her my kidney. Mom said, "I'm so proud to have her as my daughter." They looked at me and said,
"Thank you so much."
"What are you talking about?" I asked. Mom flipped out. Her husband and stepson seem confused now, so I made it very clear. Not sure what she told you, but I'm not giving her my kidney. I came here today to talk to you both. I think Mom realized what I was up to. She tried to stop me, but I kept going. She stole all our money and left us. I'm not gonna do anything to help her. I could tell from their face that this was their first time hearing this. I went on to tell them about my brother who couldn't get the surgery because of her. Oh, And also about tricking my dad and taking out a huge loan to be with her boyfriend. I also told them about my dad getting a stroke because he had to work long hours to provide for us, and how I had to work at a nightclub after high school to pay off the family debt that she left behind. Then I told them about the phone call. All she talked about was herself and how miserable she was. She begged me for my kidney and never even bothered to ask how everyone else was doing. She started crying in the middle of this, but I ignored her. She interrupted me and said, "She was so young. Her dad must have told her all these lies." She tried talking her way out of it. I was in 5th grade. This lady left us and our family was in debt. I remember everything. My brother and I lived in poverty. Seeing Dad work day and night was so sad. They couldn't believe this. They started asking her all kinds of questions. I don't know what she's like in front of you two, but she abandoned us. Don't expect me to help her, I snapped at them. I could tell that my mother was really upset. Was it because now she couldn't get the kidney? Or was it because I told her new family about her evil past? Maybe it was both. Who knows? Who cares? After I was finished, her husband and son just stood there in silence. A few days later, Mom's new husband called my dad to confirm the facts. He called because what I told him was so horrific that he couldn't believe it. After a while, they started talking to me about getting a job at the nightclub to pay off the debt. My dad said he was shocked to find out that I was telling the truth. Then my dad told him to never contact any of us ever again. Not sure what happened after that. They probably got a divorce, who knows. A bit later, we heard that my ex-mother passed away. Needless to say, none of us went to her funeral. Don't know how she spent her last moments, but I hope she suffered. She can rot in hell for all I care. Her family was just like her. And after hearing all that, there was no way that her new husband was going to stay with her. I guess I can be pretty cruel too. I guess it's in our blood. But I don't regret it. My husband accepted me for who I was. When we have kids on our own, I'm gonna be such a good mom to them. Plus, I learned from the best, my new mom. I want to be just like her when I become a mother.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.